Stranded astronauts back on Earth after 9 months in space. NASA astronauts Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore have arrived back on Earth safely after they unexpectedly spent 9 months in space. They were only supposed to be on board the International Space Station, ISS, for 8 days, but technical issues with their return capsule meant they had to remain in space for 286. The SpaceX Dragon capsule which they traveled in was welcomed back by a pod of playful dolphins as it splashed into the sea off the coast of Tallahassee, Florida. Both Suni and Butch were smiling and waving as they emerged from the capsule. "The crew's doing great," Steve Stich, manager, NASA's Commercial Crew Program, said at a news conference. Four huge parachutes helped the Dragon capsule splash down into the sea just before 2200 hours Greenwich Mean Time on Tuesday night, in what was described as a beautiful landing. It was then met by a recovery ship and lifted onto the back of it, using strong wires and rope. After a few last safety checks, the door was opened and cameras were able to see the 4 members of Crew 9 smiling and waving after their long journey. Not long afterwards, the astronauts were helped onto a stretcher and into wheelchairs. This is standard practice as their leg muscles will not be used to the extra weight after spending so long in space in zero gravity. NASA say they will then have gone through lots of medical checks before being reunited with their families. Butch and Suni had to have extra clothes and essential supplies sent to them during their stay on board the ISS, as they only brought enough for a short trip. But they spent their extra time there conducting lots of scientific experiments, and took part in multiple spacewalks. Suni even broke a record for the woman who spent the most hours outside of the space station. They were able to celebrate Christmas on the ISS, and even though they said they missed their families, they sent them a festive message wearing Santa hats and reindeer antlers. Speaking to American News Network CBS last month, Suni Williams said, "I'm looking forward to seeing my family, my dogs, and jumping in the ocean. That will be really nice to be back on Earth and feel Earth. But it might take them a bit of time to feel normal again," as space expert